Look, as I was leaving work, I was having a look at my notes on my phone because I tend to keep ideas for videos that I want to eventually post on YouTube on my phone. So when it comes time to recording something, I can go back and refer back to it and say, all right, let's talk about that today. A lot of those ideas never see the light of day. One of the things that I was meaning to talk about but never got around to was Matchroom and the social media activity of late, and how I've seen a shift or a change in how they deliver content to us, the viewers. Now, the premise of the video was basically going to be about how I've noticed a massive resemblance in the things that Matchroom have been doing recently with what the UFC have been doing over the last few years. So originally, Matchroom's YouTube channel was exclusively for press conferences, weigh-ins, things of that nature. I've noticed they've started to create different kind of content on their channel, and let me just be frank, a lot of the stuff they're doing is just a carbon copy of what the UFC are doing. So nowadays you'll be able to see stuff like behind the scenes stuff on weigh-in day or during press conferences, during fight week, different kind of activities that happen during a fight week. You'll see content around that. You'll see kind of roundtable discussions with different kind of boxing figures and just celebrities. There was one recently with kind of Wiley and a few others talking boxing, etc. There's even a video that I noticed of Eddie Hearn just kind of standing in an office breaking down the fight card that happened this Saturday just gone, Vargas against Garcia, and a few others. And obviously that was actually quite a good fight card. But that's something that Dana White does for the UFC. Now, Eddie Hearn has been quite vocal in his admiration for the UFC, how they kind of handle their business, and he's been an admirer of Dana White. And that was literally the premise of the video. The reason I'm making this video now is clearly I've posted a video earlier on today with regards to DAZN entering the UK market and what that means for Matchroom and what that might mean for Sky Sports and the conflict of interest between the two, etc, etc. I won't go into too much detail because you can go and watch that video yourself. Click here. No, I'm only joking. I don't even have to put the video there at this point of this video. But anyway, the reason I'm making this video now is because I think, and this is just pure speculation, this is just me putting 2 and 2 together, and I might be coming up with 34 rather than 4. Perhaps there's a possibility that the reason Matchroom have been focusing a lot more on the digital footprint and been focusing a lot more on the YouTube channel and creating their own content and not relying on Sky Sports to do that for them is because the long-term plan and the strategy is to grow this channel and become more visible as an entity, because when this deal with Sky Sports comes up, there's a possibility and there's a potential that it's already in the works that Matchroom Boxing in the UK will be exclusive to DAZN in the UK. Now, obviously, history tends to repeat itself in certain cases, and we've seen that DAZN have been happy to plow a load of money into Matchroom USA to try and get Matchroom USA to a level that will generate enough interest to boxing fans in America to subscribe to their streaming platform. Now, with them coming into the UK market and Matchroom focusing more on their digital digital content, I don't know, I might just be kind of putting 2 and 2 together and coming up with a wrong figure. But if I was Eddie Hearn and I knew that I'm going to jump ship from Sky Sports over to DAZN, that's a strictly digital space for where you're going to be streaming your fights and where you're going to be letting people know about your fighters and your upcoming events. And if I was Eddie Hearn, I'd get a head start on that, and I'd start working on my own channel now. And that's what they're doing. Now, obviously, I don't know this for a fact. I haven't, read anything online. There isn't any legitimate source to say that this is definitely going to happen. But I'm just kind of piecing together evidence and speculating and forecasting what might be happening in the future. So don't be surprised if when this, I think it's at the end of the year, when this agreement with Sky Sports expires, that you'll hear an announcement that Matchroom Boxing will be streamed exclusively on DAZN in the UK. Now, a precursor to that might just be Anthony Joshua. Now, we know Anthony Joshua has an agreement with Sky Sports for Sky Sports to broadcast his fights on their pay-per-view platform, but that agreement is separate to the Matchroom agreement with Sky Sports. I believe. I might be wrong there, but I'm pretty certain that the AJ agreement is separate to the all-encompassing Matchroom agreement. Now, if that agreement is separate, and we know Anthony Joshua's fighting in, is it June, against Povetkin? He's going to have another fight this year. And if that fight doesn't land on Sky Sports, and it lands on DAZN UK, then for me, that is all the confirmation I need that Matchroom will be going the same way next year when their deal with Sky Sports expires. Yeah, it's just a little video just to give you my thoughts about why Matchroom might be changing their strategy online. Let me know what you guys think. Don't be scared to put comments below, like, share this video, all of that stuff. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys next time.